Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Business Plus. My name is Rachel Kahugu, and today's episode you're having a wonderful topic. Now we've done construction, we've done interior design, the house is complete, everything is set, but now have we done the exterior design? Nope. So today we're doing landscaping. We'll have someone mwenye anafanyanga landscaping, atakuwa akituambia what that is about, and niwape hint kidogo. It's about making your exterior beautiful, because if you have a house and already iko sawa, the outside should be beautiful as well. And also I'm giving you a job opportunity. Kila mtu mwenye ako creative and you have something, you come up with ideas, you can make money out of that. How? Si lazima uende kafanye vitu za interior design and everything that you know about. We have another industry that is called the landscaping. That is what we'll be doing today. Keep tuned. Remember, you can talk to us, MBCI TV Facebook page, pale kwa comment section. We'll be getting all your messages, all your questions, and we will be answering all of that. In the meantime, tuingie ndani ya The Business Plus, because business is more than meets the eye. Hello.
Hello, hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm also fine.
Yes.
We thank God.
We thank God.
Beautiful Monday, as they're watching, it's Monday evening. Yeah, so introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
My name is Melvin, Melvin Marubu. I am the director of Helping Homes. Our facilities management firm, but one of our products and services is landscaping and gardening, which is what we are talking about today, I believe, yes.
Yeah. So what exactly is landscaping?
Landscaping, I like to say, is a service of sight. Just as you have built a nice, beautiful home, your outside environment should actually be as beautiful, complement what you've done in your home. This includes grass, it includes things like having a gazebo, it includes having pebblestone gardens, a fountain probably, flower arrangements, trees, anything that will make the space better. When you have smaller spaces, you use less of bigger trees. When you have bigger spaces, it depends from one home to another. Yeah.
Wow. And what excites me about this episode, we keep saying that business is more than meets the eye.
Yes.
And most of the time when you go to homes, na tunaona vile nje kuna kaa vizuri, most of the people don't see an opportunity of making money out of that. They actually don't know that someone has really invested in making the outside beautiful. So this is the time you know that if you're creative enough, you can make money out of just making the outside of a person's home equal beautiful, and just to bring out the theme that person wants, and you can make money out of that. Creativity yako isiende hivyo tu. You have to make money out of what you love doing. And talking about landscaping, what do I need to start this job?
Well, most landscapers just think of grass.
Right.
Most landscapers just think of flowers. But you should take landscaping like the way you take building a house, for example.
Right.
We for instance will come and visit a property, and we'll assess the way that property is, the soil in the place, whether it needs leveling, whether it.
Why do you need to check the soil?
It's very important to check the soil, because most people think that when you put red soil is when everything is going to grow. Exactly. But that's very wrong. Actually, clay soil is the best.
Clay soil kutakuwa na matope kwa
No. Clay soil, like for example, your grass will grow very fast on clay soil with a lot of water and some good fertilizer.
All right.
Yeah, that's very important. As I was saying, if you want to start in this industry, you have to work differently from what everybody thinks that should be done.
Yeah.
As I said, if you're building a house, for example, you need an architect to come and draw for you the plan of your house. In the same way, you need a landscaper to come and draw for you what is actually going to happen. Now, that is a mistake that many people rush out of. And they just go and just think of one thing, which is a very poor way of doing landscaping. Because remember, you can charge for that design, you can charge for the consultation, and then you can charge for the job. Those are three different things. And then after that, you also charge for maintenance. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's a process that you involve both the client and yourself, and the more dedicated you are, the better your business will be. Yes.
All right. So as a landscaper, I already have the experience that I need to now start the job of landscaping. Nimeenda mpaka I now have a client and everything. So how do I come up with the idea? Is it something I get from school, or I have to be a creative person to come up with something?
School is one thing, school is another thing. I have never studied landscaping in my life.
Really?
No, I have not.
And how did you get to study landscaping?
Actually was a facilities manager for a very big organization for like about 16 years.
16?
Yeah, before now I started my company. And I've always loved landscaping since I was a small little boy. I was forced to do...
It starts with passion.
It starts with passion. It's something that you just have to have passion. You just have to have passion about it. And this is something that I've loved since I was a little kid. Despite going and actually doing a master's in strategic management, I still focused on landscaping. There are other facets of facilities management, but today we're talking about landscaping, which is my deepest love at the end of the day. Yes.
So first of all, you must have passion.
Passion has to be, passion in anything. Passion has to be there. No, it has to be there.
Right. So I have passion. What else do I need to have to start my company for landscaping?
Well, first of all, the biggest thing that people make a mistake of is measurement.
Right.
People just go and guess. Like, say, for example, you come and you look at this place and you say, this one will use 4 bags of grass. Or you have to calculate. You have to calculate everything that you're going to use on that compound. It includes, like, let's say, for example, you do 1 bag does, like, let's say 20 square feet. You'll know that if you put 20 square feet there, it will fit. If you space it a bit, it will fit more. It depends now on what you and the client have agreed and what you want to achieve, because there are different types of grass. I don't want to talk about all of them because we'll talk until tomorrow. There are different types of grass. Now, like, say, for example, if you plant Arabica, it's different from planting Pemba. If you plant Zimbabwe, it's different from planting Arabica at the end of the day. They all have their differences. They differ. But in short, your gestation period of the grass actually, shall we say, folding, it takes about 3 months.
For it now to ikekama carpets, that's the place
yes.
So we've now talked about the grass, but now as a client, right? Mr. Kinyasi kwangu, and I want a totally different theme.
Okay.
How do you get to understand what the client wants? Now later exactly that, because the client, how do you get to fit in what the client wants?
That's a beautiful question.
Exactly.
You see, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing about a site visit. The first and most important thing that I want to learn from you is what is your vision of what you want. What exactly is it you want? I don't even give a quotation or anything. I ask you exactly what you want. I give my suggestions. I take my pictures.
You also get to bring your suggestions.
Yeah, I bring my suggestions. I take pictures. I go back to my computer very quickly. I go and I do a proper design for them. I send it to them. They tell me here no, here yes, here no, here no. Most of the time it's just, wow, when are you going to start?
Because you first do a 3D of what they expect in their compound.
Yes. And you share with them. That one. So by the time you're starting, that the thing of it could have been, that one is completely eliminated, because you're both in sync to both their vision and what you want to improve on their vision at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, it's about a client.
It's not about you.
It's not about
because
you.
It's their compound.
It's their compound after all.
Okay.
You're going to fix it and you're going to leave it with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as I'm doing landscaping, apart from just knowing the design that I want to bring in, it's also important nikuwe na the knowledge of doing a 3D and bringing into like a vision in picture of what the client wants.
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo sikukuwa tuna creativity ya nini ndo nataka iko hapa.
These programs are there online. They are the free ones which can't do very much. They're the ones that you pay for annually. Those are the ones that you can do much more with.
Okay.
But they are, at the end of the day, you can have that program, but you lack the creativity to be able to to do it. So still at the end of the day, that creativity or probably whatever you learned in school will help you. But for me, it's just creativity. Because I discovered all these programs myself, and I discovered the best ones myself.
Really?
And I'm using the best one myself. And I'm paying top dollar for it. And it never disappoints me.
Nice. So they both think lazima ukwe creative na lazima you keep learning each and every day.
You see, at the end of the day, in any business, you can't do what everybody else is doing. You have to do better than whatever anybody else is doing. If somebody just does a landscaping design, you go to 3D. If they do 3D, go to something else. Before they think of that something else, you've gone to something else. By the time you're presenting, if a Kienyeji guy and me, I go, how I'll present myself and how I'll present himself, maybe he might only beat me by price, only. But in terms of quality, because me, I say I give a service for the coming days, weeks, months and years to come, guarantee.
Wow, beautiful. So we're still here talking about landscaping, and now you know what landscaping is. It's very important to have your compound as beautiful as the inside. Usikwe na interior design and everything is beautiful, but sasa compound yako inakaa vile inataka. Sindio? It's very important to have everything sinking in together. Right now, I'll be introducing to you our sponsors of the day, Nakuru Box. Then we'll be getting into the 5-minute tip, the Business 101. Alafu after that, we'll be coming back because you also need to know, ata wewe, as you're doing the landscaping, how do you get the ideas each and every day? Because things are changing. Hautakuanga hapo na the same idea kila siku tu, you know, hapa ndio grass inatakana ikuwe hapa ndo. You have to get new ideas each and every day. So atakuwa anakuja kutuambia how does he get these ideas each and every day? Anaenda shule ama what does he do? How does he do it or go about it? But in the meantime, let me tell you about Nakuru Box. Hello, I'm bringing to you the sponsors of the day, and they are the Nakuru Box. We said that they are located at D&D House here in Nakuru. Na hawa ni madaktari wa biashara, alright? So they offer SME advisories and also corporate training. And the sole purpose of Nakuru Box being in existence is to help you as a business owner grow, alright? So SME advisory focuses on empowering the small business owner. If you're starting a business, you want to make your business even grow bigger, they help you get the right skills and expertise to run and scale your business until you grow successfully. And now for the corporate training, this particular training, it caters for the management, employees and clients for different corporates. They work closely with legal experts and provide training on legal matters. They also have a team that help in financial matters. They provide and help clients to understand the financial management, investment, and personal development. So if you have a business or you're in the corporate world and you want your business to grow, Nakuru Box is the way to go. So you will get them. The numbers are right here. Call them and get your business growing, because business is more than meets the eye. Let's get into the Business 101.
Hello, hi, how are you? This is Melvin again from Helping Homes. I just want to give a few tips for anybody who wants to get into this business. You first of all need to be extremely organized. Just like in any other business, you need to be able to know what your costs are. Actually on a measurement basis rather than guesswork. That's one very big mistake that most landscapers do. Secondly, you need to do a lot of research. Don't just depend on what your cousin, your brother, the local market is talking about. Understand your soil, understand your client, and understand any other opportunities that are out there to be able to learn, because everything is about learning. The type of soil and the type of area is also very crucial. For hot areas you would use clay, for cold areas you would use red soil. It depends on the area where you're actually going to serve your client. Do not go and put red soil in a hot area where it's going to come and burn all of the crops which are there. It's of no help. At the end of the day, you would have done a disservice to yourself because of future business, of disrupting future business, and also of the client's investment in whatever they wanted to do. Research at the end of the day is extremely important. Research both locally, internationally, or over the web, and the more you research, the more you know different ways and different means of doing things differently and better than anybody else does them. Hi, my name is Melvin Marubu. I'm the CEO of Helping Homes, and you're watching Business Plus.
We are back. Thank you so much for the tips. Now I know, kama unataka kuanza biashara ya landscaping, you know what to do, you know how to go about it so that you can make money, because as you've said, and I'll tell you again, business is more than meets the eye. So we're back to talk more and discuss more about landscaping.
Yes.
Now, as I do landscaping, I need to get more ideas every day so that I won't do a home alafu akienda kwingine na kuta I've done the same idea kama yake, right? How do you get to have more ideas and expand even as days are going to just make sure that everything that you do is unique?
See, at the end of the day, we have the WWW world. And if you love something, you surround yourself with landscaping ideas, not only in Kenya, not only in Africa, but all around the world. You just being in such groups that encourage you to even compete internationally. I'm in several of those groups, both on Pinterest, on some on Facebook, and some other landscaping channels also. So that actually gives you more and more ideas, because you actually share what you do, and they share what they do, and you share an idea,
So
even in fact, some of the ideas that I actually get after I've done like, let's say a 3D, I'd share it with somebody in a group to maybe come and advise me, maybe what can I add here, maybe what can I add there. So it's a lot of collaboration. Unfortunately, that collaboration is very lacking in Kenya. But abroad we're able to partner with people.
All right.
We're actually able to.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do I get clients? How do I get to convince more people to actually invest in their compounds? Because again, just making a compound isn't something that will give you money. So you have to keep telling people that this is important. You can actually do this, because you know, biashara, we know it's not easy. So how do I get to convince people and just get clients to get in my business?
You see, at the end of the day, getting clients is not easy. You really need to advertise and invest on advertising.
Right.
Whichever you think about it, because just posting on social media will never get you clients. What many people don't know is if you don't spend money on Facebook or Google or any of those big channels, you will never get any clients. So you have to spend money.
You have to spend money.
You have to spend money.
All right.
And once you get that client, wow that client even before you've done the job.
So you have to do your best.
I have over 90% of my clients. I've even given them the architecture of how their place is going to be. I've given them a quotation, and 1 year down the line they just come because I wowed them. Nobody else is in all of that time. Nobody else wowed them. So the minute you get them, wow them and make sure they are with you. So
even before you get the money, you have to make sure that you do your best. Because most of the people are waiting for the money kuje ndio wafanyie kazi.
No. You do it, it's like you're doing it for yourself. For
yourself, right.
And you just trust God that everything will come into place.
Okay.
Because without God, there's nowhere nothing you're going to do.
Yes. So you have to actually trust in God.
Because you can use as much money as possible on advertisement, but in absence of God, in absence of any good.
Absence of everything, actually.
Yeah.
So again, about the landscaping, you've done, umefanya kila kitu. Of course, you have to get the lights, the compound. How do you differentiate? How do you just make it beautiful? You're not an electrician, right? Will you get someone else to do the lighting for you, or how do you get the ideas just to make a compound and not a house?
You see, at the end of the day, as I said, bigger spaces, more light. Smaller spaces, a lot of light, but in significantly fewer places. so that it doesn't confuse the eye, and at the end of the day, you're able to see the whole surrounding. So yes, I'm not an electrician. I'd get an electrician, but I'm the one with the idea of where the lights are going to be and how bright they're going to be.
Okay, okay. So it's up to you as the hold when you corner the idea to now advise the electrician on what to do.
You're actually telling the electrician exactly what you want.
So exactly,
exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. Yeah. You have to tell them exactly what you want.
Okay. And now, when you nenda kufanyia kazi, the owner of the compound, you've given them the quotation. Na naona hii pesa ni mingi sana. Because most of the time, for you to get a good job done, you'll have to spend a lot of money. How will you cut down the cost kidogo for the owner of the house, ama for yourself, because it's all about making money bila tu kuspend tena pesa mingi. So how do you make sure that at least you cut the cost and at the same time you bring good results?
At the end of the day, if a client, like let's say for example, because we also do cabro. Let's say for example you wanted to do cabro in a small space in the garden. Instead of using the expensive one, I'll use the cheap one. If you want, like, say, flowers, instead of buying the big ones, I'll buy the small ones.
And it will still bring the same impact.
Although the smaller ones are better, because the smaller ones grow, with time they grow better in a compound than putting a big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for example, the cabros and, as you mentioned, the flowers, won't they bring something different from what you wanted it to be in the first place?
It all boils down to fertilizer, watering, and maintenance.
All right.
In fact, I always tell people it's better to buy smaller flowers, smaller trees. They grow with the ground. Very well.
Grow together.
Yes.
Okay. Sawa. Now I want you to talk to the people when you're nataka kuingia into the landscaping industry, and just give us 2 advantages of being in this industry, landscaping.
Well, you get to change an environment at the end of the day. I actually prefer. Me personally, I actually prefer starting from scratch than starting from maintaining a compound, because our compound has already been made. There's really nothing much you can do. You can only improve here, but that site, the client will not actually see it. But when you start from scratch, dig everything out and then start from scratch, it's a very nice feeling.
So you go to a home, utoe kila kitu kwa compound, you start
everything
from scratch?
From scratch.
Okay.
From scratch.
All right. And what are some of the difficulties or the challenges that you umepatana nazo in this industry?
Well, at the end of the day, landscaping is expensive. Whether you're doing it by yourself, or whether you're engaging somebody, it is expensive. And there are certain clients, unfortunately, who don't realize that fact. A client, you give them a quotation, they decide, no, I can do it myself. They go, they do it themselves, they completely mess up, then they come and call you again.
I messed up, tafadhali, come help, come rescue.
So that's actually the biggest challenge.
So it's expensive, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. Because why spend 4 or 5 million shillings building a beautiful house, and then your outside is just looking perfect. It doesn't look. Even State House doesn't look like that.
Right.
State House, the grounds look better than the building.
True.
So why shouldn't your house, your grounds of your house look better than or complement your building at the end of the day?
It should complement actually.
It's somewhere you can go and sit down and relax and be happy.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
But even as we wind up, it's time, Njue, that we have a lot of places, we have a lot of things that you can do to make business and to make money. So here, Leo, it's about landscaping. As long as you have the creativity, you have the passion, you love everything about making a compound beautiful, we've said that you start from somewhere. You can work for someone, just start from somewhere. It doesn't take a lot. But as you grow, you'll get yourself clients. Again, meskia. It's good to start not even making a lot of money, but ataka utatengeneza pesa kidogo here and there. Research. It's what you love doing, so invest in it. And even as time goes, umesikia amefanya kazi for how long?
Very many years.
You mentioned 27 somewhere.
No, 16.
16. Oh, Emilio ndo linicheza. But yeah, 16 years is a long time. And after 16 years, biashara bado inaendelea and he's making money. So this has been the Business Plus. I believe you've learned something. We'll get you into the next episode. Remember, we have a repeat on the same on Friday at 7:30 p.m. So do not miss. Bye bye.